Here we go. We are live on YouTube, and for the first time ever, we are on the TikTok. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to hit the record button over there on the TikTok so I can get me a vertical stream of this. That is right. We are live not only on YouTube, but TikTok from a very dark, and it was a snowy and coldish day today. You will notice I'm alone. That is correct. Ryzak is out sick. He has a fever of 39.11 degrees centigrade. So he is not joining us tonight. So that means you get a whole hour of Jeffy. I'm going to condense the show down. Don't forget, hey, we still got all the same awesome topics. We have everything under control, but we're going to do a little extend segment. Just a little extend segment today because it is me solo and no Ryzak. We all miss Ryzak. Just a few housekeeping notes since we don't have the banter between the Ryzak and I. Shout out to Ray, who was in the chat. I don't know if he still is. I actually can't see the chat because I don't have the right window. Oh, there we go. There's the chat. There we go. So Ray's in the chat. No Ray tonight. Ray's taking the night off. Well-deserved night off, Ray. Rest up. Be back tomorrow. Everybody deserves a rest. Everyone should take some time off. Everybody should, make sure they're on the top of their game. So we want to make sure of that. I'm running both these PowerPoint. I'm also running the chat. It's going to be quite interesting. And I've got the TikTok going up there as well. Why didn't TikTok go live? Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's why. All right. Go live, TikTok. All right. Now we're live on the TikTok. All right. So Ray is in the chat. Ray is recovering. He streamed last night. 3 wins. I got 3 wins. Go check Mastodon and go and check Hive. I posted the pictures of my 3 wins last night on Ray's stream. So Ray is here. We got the great Crow Resin is here. Reed is here. Reed is hoping Jim is going to bring some Russian facts, but that's not going to happen. So sorry, Reed. None of that tonight. It's all going to just be regular stuff. Also want to give a big shout out. Put your hands together in prayer for our boy William Piper, simply Pwned. He's going under the knife tomorrow. He's heading off for a little surgery, so he will be out of commission this week. So put your hands together. Let's have a little prayer for him. Let's have a big shout out to the National Basketball Association, which is going on right behind me. It is the All-Star Game. It is All-Star Game Sunday. Last night, All-Star Sunday. Did you see Steph? Oh, Steph just squeaked it out, Ray. Your boy Steph. Oh, just squeaked it out. So that's all I got to say, Ray. All right. Yeah, Ray is giving prayers to our boy Simply Pwned. Shout out to Purple Haze, who's still going strong, playing the Fall Guys on Sunday night stream. I won't be as attentive to the TikTokers tonight, but at least they get to see the show. And whatever I did, I just messed up the stream. All right, because I can't do that. All right, I'm gonna go over here. There we go. All right, let's go on here. That one there? Okay, how about that? All right, let me know if this is too big or not. So this is episode 52, year number 2 of Coffee Talk. As always, yes, Ray, he still got the win. Yes, he did. He really had to come clutch, though, in order for the win. Fall Guys, she's killing it over there. As always, Coffee Talk is always, presented by the Wondershare. You see all my cool videos that I make? It's all from Wondershare. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. It's all Wondershare. Some of the cool features. They've got some AI stuff they're adding in all the time. It is the awesome. So link down below as always. All right. So what are we doing tonight? Well, we're going to talk about a new scoring champion. We're going to do a little bit of an extended segment on Sora. If you don't know what Sora is because you've been living under the ground for the last week or so, well, we're going to talk about it. And we talked about this last week, but all the streaming stuff, you guys in the States, maybe checking that out to make sure it's all on the up and up. We got the post of the week, got some stuff to hear about. And for the first time ever, we got a lot of firsts tonight. First time I'm doing the show solo. First time we're live on TikTok. Hey, I see you guys right there. You guys are right there. And we're doing 5 guesses, but it's up. It's not. I am giving the chat the 5 guesses. Chat, you get it. And if you're not here, if you're watching it on the VOD, leave a comment what you think the answer is. Oh, what are we not going to talk about? We're not going to talk about those stupid outfits that the Flyers were wearing. We're not talking about NVIDIA Surge. I wanted to talk Mac McClung back-to-back. Oh, I'm not allowed to talk about it. Helldivers 2. I know that's huge in Ray's community. Ray's community is huge on the Helldivers 2. Not my kind of game, but you know what? If you guys like it, play it. Love it. And it was a topic, but I swapped it out because, Ryzak's not here. To no NBAI. No NBAI. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, oh, your comment is still on the screen. Yes, I know, Ray. There you go. I'm a noob. Forgot to take it off because I'm running multiple screens here. And I got a new widescreen back there that I haven't figured out how to set up yet. Anyways, yes, we have a new champion, ladies and gentlemen. Caitlin Clark is the new champion. She is scoring the most points in college history. Congratulations to Caitlin. Look at that. From the 3, from distance. Yes. And there is rumors that she may join next year. The 3-point competition. Wouldn't that be awesome? Would love to see her in there next year. Yes. Woohoo, Ray. Congratulations to Caitlin for the new scoring title. That is just great. No, she gets a bunch of hate. No, she gets a bunch of love. But, what can you do? All right. So good on Caitlin. Guess she's going to be the number 1 pick in the WNBA draft. Nice to see her next year in the 3-point competition. Don't know what that would look like, but if she is in it, I think that would be awesome. All right. And then what are we talking about? Well, we're sticking to women. The Fox Sports in December is going to launch the Women's Championship Classic, a new championship caliber tournament down at the Barclays Center. Yes, UConn, Louisville, Iowa, and Tennessee have all agreed to participate in this inaugural event. This is going to be awesome. New hoops tournament featuring UConn. This is going to be awesome. Women's sports has been taken off. It was huge last year in March Madness. I expect that to continue this year in this year's March Madness, and a new other little tournament down in December. So perfect. Ray loves women's basketball. Who doesn't? Was watching some earlier today. Had it on in one of the TVs behind me. It's a long weekend here in Canada, or at least in my part of Ontario. For some people in Canada get the day off. Others do not, and that's okay. Bruce Campbell, for example, he's got to work. Federal employees got to work. We get mail tomorrow, but provincial get the day off. So Ray, looks like I'm also going to be doing the Skull and Bones tomorrow night. Ray, if you're kicking around, join me for some Skull and Bones. We know SPG will not be joining, so me, you, and possibly the Corazon. Anyways, so we'll talk more about this as the year progresses. We'll see how else this tournament progresses, and we'll see who else is in there. Purple Haze is completely done her show. There you go. One day she'll be able to live redirect over to me. You know what? I forgot to push the socials live because I'm a noob. I There we go. Oh, Sanchez. Hello, Sanchez. Welcome. 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 All right. All right. Where are we going from here, folks? What is next? I want you to watch these videos. Let me just play this. What do you think of these videos? Do you think these videos are real? Or do you think these are AI generated? Let's just take a look at this one here. Got this nice lady. This is walking through, looks like Tokyo. You know, you see the stuff that Peter McKinnon does. You see the stuff that Peter McKinnon's Canadian, so I'm going to mention him. There's other people out there who do some just great photography. Anyways, Rouster is just dropping in. Bedtime for Rouster. Ron Slusher sent you here. Wow, thank you to YouTube Playables, Ron Slusher. Let's just keep that playing. Rouse Stadia Pro sent you here. Nice, nice, nice. When I click on over here on the chat, it pauses the video. Anyways, we're checking out this video. Look at the reflections. Look at the photography. Look at the video that they did in order to get the reflections from the street. Look at the background. You see the reflections in the water. This is some awesome. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is something. Is this sort of Red Dead? Is this Red Dead 3 we're looking at? This could be, folks, a sneak peek of Red Dead 3. Look at this. Scrolling through this old-timey. Oh, this could be from Back to the Future. Oh, look at the horses. I like the water going down the middle. This looks like something. This looks like a town Ray and SPG and I. Oh, wait, no, we got it. Oh, now we've moved on to this truck. White truck. Is this the white Bronco of OJ? Wait, too soon, Ray? Too soon? Okay, too soon. So we got Rouster is in here. He just finished playing with Purple Haze. So look at. Oh, what are these? Those are paper airplanes. How many people did they have throwing these purple airplanes? This is some. Imagine, like, I've seen some YouTubers get like couple hundred people together. Imagine getting this many people together to throw these. Oh, look at the little kitty. Oh, hey, wake up. I want food. Wake up, mommy. Wake up. Oh, and know what we got here? Oh, it's Chinese New Year. Happy Chinese New Year to everybody. Year of the Dragon. Oh, and look, here is, okay, Jim wanted some Russian content. This could be an old Russian fella. Look at this guy. He's pondering live. He's just sitting here. Look at these great videos. Which one of these was done by Peter McKinnon? This is the big question, folks. Which one was done by the great Peter McKinnon? Oh, see, he's Canadian. A lot of snow up here. This could be the giveaway right here. Peter McKinnon, good Canadian photographer, videographer. Look at these cute dogs in the snow. Oh, this would be, imagine having this many TVs for playing retro games, Ray. Look at this. We could have all our retro. That might be just enough for my consoles. 1, 2. Yeah. Look at that. That is the awesome. Look at all these different little awesome videos and TVs. All right. I'm going to say, you know what? So which one of these was done by Peter McKinnon? Which one was done by AI? The answer, none of them. These were all created with Sora from ChatGPT. They give you a prompt. You type in a prompt, and here it is. A stylish woman walks in downtown Tokyo street filled with warm, glowing neon and animated city signage. She wears a black leather jacket, a long red dress, and black boots, and carries a black purse. She wears sunglasses and red lipstick. She walks confidently and casually. The street is damp and reflective, creating a mirror effect of their colorful lights. Ray says he's a bad Fall Guys player. There we go. You would never go outside. I don't know about that. You're probably right. So anyways, yes, that is the prompt, and that is the video that got created. Look at that. Look at that. So this is the new text to AI video created by ChatGPT. You give it a prompt, and it comes back with a up to 60-second video based on what you typed in. Look at that. Look at the close-up on her face. I think it skipped over that. We didn't talk about it too much before. But look at the red lipstick. Look at the stuff behind her. This is all AI generated. What does this mean for gaming, folks? What does this mean for NPCs? What do you think this is going to do? All right, here we go. Historical footage of California during the gold rush. Ray, you were young back then, right? This is Ray when he was young. This is not Red Dead. This is not Back to the Future. This was all created with the new tool from the Chat GPT. Look at that. What was the next one? The camera follows behind a white vintage SUV with black roof racks as it speeds up a steep dirt road surrounded by yada, 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 yada. So there is the text. That is the video that it came through. So could you imagine you want to put a cut scene in? A flock of paper airplanes flutters through a dense jungle, weaving around trees as if they were migrating birds. Look at that. This is more awesome. Or is this dangerous? Could this be dangerous? Could this ruin the election? A cat is waking up at sleeping order, demanding breakfast, blah, blah, blah. As Ray says, AI will take over the world. You remember last year what the AI looked like? Remember there was that Will Smith crappy little stuttery video? I don't have a copy of that, but remember that one? Well, now we've come a long way with these ones here. Yeah, there's the, oops. Whenever time I click on the thing, it pauses the video. Chinese Lunar New Year celebration video with a Chinese dragon. Look, you can see the lady holding it. You can see the people behind. You can see, here it is, an extreme close-up of a gray-haired old man with a beard in his 60s and deep in thought and blah, blah, blah. Cinematic 35mm film. Look at that. So this could be dangerous. This could be great for gaming. This could be bad for gaming. This could be bad for elections. This could be bad for, this is not, when I tried to trick you into thinking it was my boy Peter McKinnon, a litter of golden retriever puppies playing in the snow. Their heads pop in and out of the snow, covered in. Look at that. Look at the depth of field. Look at the hair. Look at the fur. Look at the ears flapping. A camera rotates around a large stack of vintage televisions, all showing different programs. 1950 sci-fi movies, horror movies, news, static, a 70s sitcom inside a large New York museum gallery. Oh. Now, I would have added in, playing some vintage video games, throwing in the NES. So that being said, yeah, that's right. Me on Jeff on his bed showing off for the OnlyFans. That is correct. But as the description just said, you take the good, you take them bad. Well, look at this one. Step printing scene of a person running cinematic film. Some Sora sometimes create physically impossible motion. So you know what? It's not perfect. There are still mistakes. Now, it's still in the early stages. Only select, internal people and select superstars get to test this out. How many wolves do you see? 4, 5? Is there 5 there? Wait, 6. Wait, 7. All right, a little bit of mistake. Here's the ball exploding. And then a ball appears again. So still a lot of issues with the technology. But yeah, so let's get out of here. So here is the tweet introducing Sora, our text to video model. Sora can create videos up to 60 seconds featuring highly detailed scenes, complex camera motion, and multiple characters with vibrant emotions. So this was, if you go to openai.com/Sora, all these videos are there. I ripped them from there. There is a lot more videos for you to check out. I encourage everybody to go and check it out. It is pretty awesome, but it's also pretty dangerous. This is the worst it's going to be. As Marquez said, this is the worst this technology is going to be. This technology is only going to get better, and those mistakes, they're going to be eliminated. Soon there are going to be videos, and we're not going to know. Are we looking at real? Did somebody record this? Is this all AI? What is the cost of jobs? What is the cost of the truth? I when I scroll and I see some tweets now, I see some commentary about if this is real or fake. You guys have an election coming up in the States. We have one coming up in another year or 2 or 3. Jim and any Canadians, correct me when that is. So, there's going to be videos, there's going to be stuff coming out that is just not going to be real. And some people are going to be seeing a commercial on the internet, on the Book of Faces, on the television, and they're not going to know if it's real. They're not going to know if Joe Biden actually said it. They're not going to know if Prime Minister Trudeau had said it, if the PP, who's the leader of the opposition up here, did it. So no one's really going to know. This could be great for video games, to create a couple of cinematics to use in games, but that also means at the cost of jobs. So that means people might be losing their jobs. So, you got to take the good, you got to take the bad. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes in the future. All right. And then there's another video, courtesy of Ryzak. Beautiful snowy day, blah, blah, blah. People holding hands, walking along. And if you look at closely, you can kind of look and you can kind of tell that it's not AI generated. This is why Google's putting in those warnings. You got to flag them and saying this is AI generated. Blah, blah, blah. So there you go. So leave a comment. Let me know if you're watching this after the fact. Are you for AI or are you against AI? Right now, I'm against it, but we'll see. See if that changes my mind. If I change my mind later on. All right. So last week, we talked about how these 3 companies, Disney, Fox, and Warner Brothers, are coming together to make one big streaming program. But your Department of Justice went, hold on. We got some concerns. We got some issues. Not sure if we like this or not. So we're going to have to see what happens. We're going to have to monitor this closely. Nothing's really formally been announced other than just this. So let's keep an eye on this whole process to see what else shows up. Let's see if this actually does launch. Let's see if your government, Ray, steps in and stops this. Let's just see what happens. So we'll be following closely, and when there's breaking development, we will have it covered right here. All right, now we get to the post of the week. This is something that's close to mine and Ray and SPG and Crow Resin and Reed and Jim. We used to do LAN parties, home LAN parties, something you just cannot buy today, no matter how fast your internet is or how high-tech your console is. That is correct. So we cannot host these LAN parties anymore, but that's okay. We can do other things. There are some other programs that I know people have used to try to do that. But remember Ray and Crow and SPG was here. We've talked about that on Retro Rewind, bringing all our computers over, setting them all up in a room and, playing the games. That was the fun times. Look at the hair. Look at the costumes. I don't remember a guy doing the little hair thing on his chin back in the day, but maybe. Setting up all sorts of different tables. We used to do that in my mother's basement, and she used to get all mad of all the electricity we were using. So that is the post of the week right there. Thanks to Internet Nostalgia. So follow Internet Nostalgia. Ray and SPG and Crow and others, we could all tell you stories of what we did sort of back in the day. Yeah, Ray did LAN parties too. Yeah, we all did them. I could just see you and Kevin and some of your other peeps doing the land parties. That was probably some good times back in the 90s, Ray. Back in the olden days. I love it. I love it. All right. So did you hear about our most popular segment? So, of course, you know the Chiefs won. Sorry, Ray. The Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and they had their Super Bowl celebration. And unfortunately, it was marred with some tragedy. But out of tragedy, you know, one lady passed away. She was a Latino DJ from a local radio station. They set up a GoFundMe page, and Taylor Swift made 2 separate donations of $50,000. This was confirmed. Her spokespeople did say that it was her money, her donation. So, you know, Taylor gets a lot of negativity about the, being there. She's a plant for Biden. The NFL paid her. It's all part of the script. But you know what? There was this tragedy. Out came, yes, lady lost her life, but she stepped up, gave $100,000 down to her. You can still criticize. That's a small amount, but you know what? Goes a long way. Kudos to Taylor. Finally, she's, not finally she's doing something new, but finally some good positive press instead of everybody just bashing on her for, whatever it is that she did with the NFL this year. So just didn't know if you heard about it, but we're going to discuss it. So here's a fun one. So the other night, Detroit Mercy was 0-26 this season. The Titans had lost 27 straight games dating back to last year. Tonight, Detroit Mercy beat, and how you say that, IUPIUI by 15 points. A single fan stormed the court. College basketball at its best. One fan. Look at the crowd. Look at that. Not a lot of people in there, but they did win. And here it is. Game is over. One fan charged. The sport. You always see those. The hundreds of thousands of people at the big house when Michigan wins. You see a lot of stuff coming out. That is one thing we are not discussing this week. Is the we don't have Ryzak, so we'll talk about it next week when he's back. Is the whole NCAA college football, EA college football game. We'll talk about that next week. But shout out to Detroit Mercy. Congratulations on getting their first win. I've been on teams in high school that that was 0 for the entire year, so I know what it's like. So congratulations on winning the game. I love it. Speaking of the Super Bowl, here we go. Here is a video of the 525 private jets. Now, I see Spirit. I see some others in there as well. So there's the 525 private jets leaving the Super Bowl. I don't know which one's Taylor's. Which one is Taylor's? Which one is Roger Goodell's? That's just a cool video. You see these often a lot of times when something happens and there's a whole lot of big disbursement of whether it's an earthquake or whether it's planes or trains or whatever it is. So that's just kind of cool to watch this entire video play through as everybody leaving and heading out of Vegas. I heard Tuesday or the Wednesday or Thursday before they had sold out all their slots for spots. Taylor didn't even have a spot. So she, I guess the NFL had to work out something. I guess maybe Rodgers' plane. They sent Rodgers' plane away, so she had a spot to land. But I hear she landed in L.A., so maybe she landed in L.A. and then booted across and didn't take the plane. Don't know all the details on how Taylor got from L.A., but we know she went from Japan to L.A., but how she got to Vegas, not sure, and not sure I care. It is a pretty cool graphic, though. You are right, Ray. That is a pretty cool graphic. Did Taylor appear earlier tonight to endorse anybody? No, not yet. Not yet, Jim. No Taylor endorsing anyone tonight. Still too soon. Still too soon for endorsing. Nobody's really got the nomination secured yet. So I think it's a little too soon. I think some people were thinking she was going to do it at the Super Bowl. Some people thought she was going to do it on our show. Not yet. Still too soon. We are also not talking any Russian people. So, that's for Jim. Saturday, every other Saturday, twitch.tv/gingerheaddad. You want all your Russian content. You want to know what's going on in Russia and Russian history. Our boy Jim is the guy for that on his show. We will never step on each other's proverbial bare feet in the snow. Right, Reed? So I got the NBA All-Star game going on right behind me. Reggie Miller has just signed a long-term extension with TNT Sports. So he's been with them for 19 years. He's going to be around for a bunch more. So congratulations to Reggie for signing up and staying on. I don't know if you guys like Reggie. I don't know if you guys dislike Reggie. Don't know your thoughts, Ray, on the Reg. But it's all good. Good to see him staying around in this era of ESPN and others laying people off and cutting talent and all that kind of stuff. It's great to see another signing. And speaking of that, not only Reggie, but in Major League Baseball, Jenny Kavner is going to be the first woman to be a primary play-by-play announcer in MLB history. Congratulations to Jenny. I think we talked last year was the year of the female. So this is extended into 2024. You already saw, remember on Amazon Prime, remember Hannah Storm and the other lady would do some of the Prime. There'd be the alternate. We didn't always get that in Canada. Again, licensing. But Amazon used to have Hannah Storm and what was her name? Drawing a blank. But they used to do that before Al and those guys took over with the new Amazon and the new money. But when they used to do that simulcast, so yeah, I'm very happy that there's going to be more female representation calling the games. There is no reason. It's 2024. There's no reason we got women referees. Why not have women be in the primary lead play-by-play announcers? No reason for it. Got to have it. Love it. We need more of it. That's all I can say. All right. So this was a fun one that crossed my desk, and I know it's very hard to read, but Tabor Pepper's resume in the NFL. So this is let me see if I can read some of this. So from June 2016 to today, so 8 years and 2 months, whenever this was published. When was this published? February 14th, Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day. So he was first signed by the 49ers. Then he went to the Colts. Then he went back to the 49ers, Cardinals, Colts, Dolphins, 2 stints with the Giants, Lions, Chargers, back to the 49ers. Mention the frequent flyer miles this guy's getting. Tennessee is a free agent, New England, Green Bay, New England again, Baltimore, back to Green Bay, 2 mandatory mini camp in 17, and he was at Jaguars free agent tryout, OTAs, bing, bing, bing. So yeah, look at that. Oh, I read it the wrong way. He started 12 games this year for your 49ers, right? Look at that. I read it the wrong way. I went top to bottom when I should have went bottom to top. But yeah, there you go. Tabor, professional football player. He's been around. There was that funny Halloween video from one of the backup quarterbacks, not Matt Flynn, but one of the other guys, and all his kids all his kids and friends had different of his jerseys of the teams that he played for. So he's got a whole whack of jerseys. If he's got to keep them all. So yeah, he did a couple of different stints with most of the stints with the 49ers. They kept bringing him back. So yeah. So there you go, Ray. Look at that. You familiar with Tabor? Your boy Tabor? So congratulations to him for sticking it out. After 3 or 4 teams and tryouts and cutting, especially in 16, 17, 18, you might have given up. But you know what? He did not. He persevered, and he's been with the 49ers since 2020. So 4 years he's been with the 49ers. Congratulations, and almost got a Super Bowl ring. He would have been in 2. He has actually appeared in more Super Bowls than Tony Romo and Dak Prescott combined, I think. Is that right? Maybe. I think so. I think he's been in he's appeared in more Super Bowls than Tony and Dak combined. I'm just saying. That's all I got. All right. So CNBC, Nintendo CEO once cut his own salary in half to prevent layoffs. And then they did an entire story. We're not going to get into the entire story, but they got into a story why that is so uncommon today. We've been talking a lot recently about, the layoffs, not just in the gaming, but in the tech sector. And then, in the next breath, we're talking about the CEOs and the C-suite all making, the millions and the millions. And people are saying, well, why don't they cut their salary out here? He did it once. He would probably do it again. That's why Nintendo is so great. Whereas these other companies, they're just laying people off. They're shutting the studios down. So be interesting to see what people's comments are on this. We know it's a hard industry. Since the pandemic, there was a big spike in employment. And of course, now that's coming down. What can we do? So yeah, we'll have to see if this spurs any future comment. But this crossed my desk at one point, and I thought, you know what? This would be fun to talk about. No Ryzak to talk about it with, but And I think, that's right, this one. So this goes out. This goes out to all of my American friends. So you got your Rays, you got your Crows, you've got your Rousters, you've got your all of the Purple Hazes, the Reeds. This goes out to you. So Tom Chapman says, and this was on February 15th, which was Flag Day. Since it's Flag Day in Canada, I have a story to share. In 2004, I traveled to Europe. It was during a highly unpopular Iraq war, and so to avoid lectures from Europeans, I slapped on a Canadian flag luggage tag to go incognito as a Canadian. So I know a lot of Americans who have done this. They gladly say they're from Canada. I think Ryzak, when he was in Europe, said he was Canadian just so that he wouldn't fail the wrath. All right, so Tom, where else did you go? So here's his learnings. 1, Canadians can spot that maple leaf from across a crowded airport terminal in a thick fog 10 miles away and from outer space. They have hawk vision when it comes to their flag. We do. It is amazing. Jim, Bruce, we can all attest to this. So if you're traveling abroad, slap the Canadian flag on us, baby. 2, have your backstory ready because you will be quizzed. Avoid saying, what? Avoid saying you're from Hamilton, Ontario. Wait, what? Because every Canadian has a sister, cousin, or ex-boyfriend in Hamilton. I don't know why. So you guys all know 2 people from Hamilton. 2, that's me and Jim. Gingerhead Jim, we are both from Hamilton. You know what? Tell them you're from Hamilton. Tell them you know some of the great people from the Hamilton because, we are the great. We are the great. Forget what Tommy here says. All right. Welcome, Purple Haze. Jim says it's true. We can see it through rock. That's correct. That is correct. Okay. Purple Haze, in case you missed it, Tom is explaining about when you're traveling. So if you ever travel for work, say you're Canadian. Because as Tom says, we can spot the maple leaf from across the crowded airport, thick fog, blah, blah, blah. All right. Perfect. Just catching Purple up. Have your backstory ready because you will be quizzed. Number 3, Canadians travel in packs. And as a Canadian, you will be invited to have beers with that pack. That is true. We will pay, but just be careful because most Canadians can handle the liquor we can. Our beer is 5.5%. It's not that watered down swill that you guys have. Jim can attest to that. Just be careful because Canadians can handle their liquor better than Americans, and you don't want to blow it by getting drunk. And, when you're drunk, loose lips sink ships. So just be careful. We will invite you out. We will pay. We are friendly. It is what we do. Do you know who that is? Do you know who that is? There you go. And then finally, Above all, do not accompany the pack to Amsterdam on Liberation Day. Canadians drink for free if they show a Canadian passport. American passports mean nothing to the Dutch, and they will expose you as the fraud of the pack. Remember, the Dutch gave us all of these flowers, so we appreciate the Dutch, the Netherlands, everyone in Amsterdam. Big thank you to them. So make sure you don't follow us to Amsterdam. And if you do, just head to the red light district. I know Ray, big fan of the red light district, so make sure you follow that. And then Tom finally says, if you do get busted, apologize and explain. You will be forgiven because, after all, they are Canadian. But you will pay for dinner, Ray. Sorry, Purple, you guys will have to pay for dinner if you get the busted. That is fact. That is all fact. Jim is here. Jim can attest to everything that I had just read on that. So there you go. Shout out to Tom Chapman, the real Tom Chapman. All right, folks, since it's only me tonight, this is going to be a quick episode. We are flying through this. Purple, I know you missed a bunch. Great show. Love seeing you guys play the Fall Guys. I don't have it installed on any device, so I can't join in. But one day I will. One day. Maybe I'll take a week off and let Ryzak run the show by himself. Jim says that is true facts, Jeff. That is completely and utterly true. All right. It's now time for 5 guesses. And folks, I'm alone. So am I going to give myself the 5 questions? No. Or the 5 guesses? No. I'm giving it to you. You and you and you and you. You all, normally you guys are shooting answers through the chat, and we usually have the chat closed so you don't see the great answers that you do give. But this one is for you guys. So you guys can comment on here. When I slice this up into a video, you guys can comment on the video. If you're watching this after the fact, because you couldn't catch us live, fill in the comment with the answer. And don't cheat and look at what the others have put in ahead of you, because it may be right, it may be wrong. And then we'll give you the correct answer next week if anyone has it. False Dimitri is not the answer. The question is, hold on. Spell the word candy. It's only 2 letters. Spell the word candy with only 2 letters. As I said, Jim, false Dimitri is not the answer. 2, it's not F and it's not D, Jim. Spell the word candy. I'm going to wait a minute or 2 to see if anyone throws it up in the chat. And then we are going to probably call it a night. Want to thank Ray, Jim, and Purple. And I want to thank Sanchez. And we want to thank Rouster, Reed, all for popping in. Crow Resin popped in. Oh, Crow Resin is not well. A lot of people are sick this weekend and over the next last few days in the last week. So there you go. So that spells sigh, Ray. That spells sigh. That does not spell candy. So there you go. But it's a hint. It's a bit of a shout. But it's a hint. So there you go. Coming up this week, Ryzak will be doing no streams. That's still not the correct answer, Ray. Ray got the correct answer. Ray got the correct answer if you're watching in the chat. This week, I'm going to be playing Skull and Bones tomorrow night. I think Ray may join me. SPG will not remember. Hands together, prayers for SPG. Crow Resin, if he's feeling up to it, will join us. We will squad up and we will go and we will kill and plunder and all that other fun stuff. And then Wednesday, we're going to be back to trucking. We're going to do some trucking with the Mrs. SPG again, depending on how things are rolling in the SPG household. She may not be able to join us because she may be still with him in Bismarck, if that's where the surgery is. I'm guessing. I'm only guessing. I don't think it's in Minot. So she actually may not be able to join us. In which case, we may do more Skull and Bones, or we might do something else. So we'll have to see. And then Friday, I am back doing the next level of where's the disc? I lost the disc. Die Hard Vendetta. I've got the cheat codes all fired up. So we're going to be moving on. We didn't get the LA subway finished. I don't care. We're moving on to the next round. I sent something to Jim. I found another YouTuber. He had a death count. He was playing Elden Ring, and he was playing Elden Ring on hard. He had a death count. He was over 1,000. He also had, I think, number of bosses killed. Jim, is that what he had on that print screen? That screenshot I sent you? So someone else stole my idea of the death count. So we can see that. And then Saturday, we are back for a sponsor Saturday. Not quite sure. I got a bunch of different games. Not sure what I'm going to be playing yet. But we'll see what we do on Sponsored Saturday. And, of course, next Sunday, we are back. Hopefully, Ryzak will be feeling better. 102.4 temperature for you Americans. And for those of you, Ray, with the correct answer, C-A-N-D for and, Y. So there you go. Ray says, duh. Ray ripping it up. Congratulations to Ray. Congratulations to Jim. No false Dimitri, Jim. Sorry about that. Reed, thanks for stopping in. This is our shortest episode because it's just me, and you guys don't want to listen to me ramble on. I didn't have Ryzak to, see, now we see I can do a nice short condensed show. Ryzak is the one that makes us go 2 hours because he's always flapping his gums. I suggested to Ace, Jim's kid, that they need a death counter when they played. Is Ace playing Red Dead 2? Oh, nice. Nice. Or do you mean when we play Red Dead 2? So thank you, Ray. Appreciate that. Appreciate Ray. Thank you. Are they playing Red Dead 2? I did not know they were playing Red. Are they doing the story or are they online? Because they could jump in online with us. That would be fun. Also want to say to Ace, Resident Evil 6. Awesome game. For the win. Resident Evil 6 is the best game ever. They are playing it. Oh, nice. Okay. I did not know. There is a Collecticon tomorrow. Jim, let me know if you're going. I'm a game time decision. If you send me a message saying you're heading out or you're going to be there at whatever time, I may wander over. May also go and see Daddy and Mummy tomorrow, spend some time with them. So I'm really up in the air what's happening tomorrow. As you know from previous Collecticons, they only got a couple of retro desks. And it's the same guys usually that we see down at the antique mall. So if I really cared, I could go to the antique mall and see them. Although I'm in some retro Facebook group and they're doing some auction tomorrow, but I don't know if it's online. I don't know what it is. So I need to follow up with that. But yeah, just send me a message saying, even if it's, my phone's always on. So even if you say we're leaving now, I can do the math and figure out when you'd arrive, and I may just wander over. Or I may not. I know Ace needs some more comics. I'm sure they went through the comics that they got last time. And be fun to talk Red Dead 2 with them as well. I haven't done the story, so I'm actually and that's probably what they're doing. They're probably not doing the online. So with all the hackers. Oh, no, they'd be playing it. Oh, they couldn't play with us because they're probably playing it on the PlayStation, right, Jim? Or the Xbox? Right. Yeah. So they probably couldn't play with us because we're on PC. So, yeah, well, we can still talk story. We can still talk cinematics. We can still talk all sorts of things. So, yeah, if you go, just give me the heads up. If you and Amy are taking them over, yeah, I know you need some Lego Dimensions. I know. Did they have any there the last time? Yeah, they're on PlayStation. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Mm-hmm. No cross console for for those guys. So yeah. So yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, let me know. Let me know when you're heading out. We'll see where I'm at. I may just wander over and meet you there. I may not. So unless you text me and say you got to get over here because it's the greatest collection of retro games ever, then I will make my way over. They had one kit last time. Yeah, that was probably a bigger one because it was right after Christmas. This one may be, well, who knows? Who knows? We got to go. Woodstock has one too, Jim. We got a road trip to Woodstock. We got to check out the Woodstock one when it gets warmer. I did not go and meet up. I was supposed to do a big YouTube creator collaboration with me and Jay and Willie Lowe this weekend, but I wimped out because of the snow. I wimped out yesterday. They got a bunch of snow. We got a bunch of snow today. Yes, I know, Jim, you're from London, and so that means nothing to you, but they both went, you know what? There's lots of summer coming up, and they're actually starting to put together their own list of retro games they want. So they're actually going to be more prepared for when we get together with them. So we post. There's only 3 stores, but 2 of them are the same name, just 2 different locations. Same company, just 2 different locations. So there's not a bunch of, but there's also some other stores out there. Plus, they stream on weekends. So there was just a lot of stuff going on, and we just decided to postpone it. So yeah, that was it. That's all we could do. All right. So I think we got one more slide. Coffee Doc. See you next week. If you want to reach Ryzak and I, we're always on the socials. That is me everywhere. Everywhere that's important. The only place it's not me is Snapchat, and I don't use Snapchat. So, there's that. But you got me. You want to talk to me on the Hive, Ray? I'm there. You want to talk to me on the Mastodon, or I know Jim messages me on the Blue Sky. So, yeah, we will see you guys next week. Yes, cool stream and very short to the point, very efficient because it's just me. Ryzak will hopefully feel better. What's going on in the basketball game? Is it over? Looks like it's over. They're throwing up. Who won? Did the East win? Coming up inside the NBA. Who won the All-Star game? Anybody know? The East killed them. 211 to 186. Nice. Was my boy Scotty Barnes the MVP? Because he should have been. He should have been the MVP, my boy Scotty Barnes. So I hope so. So there you go. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next week. I will be back tomorrow night. We are playing Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones. Thanks, everyone. And let me just kill the TikTokers first. Thanks, TikTok, for watching. And thanks to the YouTubers. We will see you guys all tomorrow night. And I'll see you guys elsewhere on the interwebs.